Welcome! In this video I'm going to go through the process of how to buy the Brewlabs token from start to finish. Who might this video be helpful for? Well, the whole process could be helpful for beginners to crypto, particularly those new to the BNB Smart Chain network. This video is going to be a little long because I'll be covering a lot of ground and I will be going into some details. So just be aware that you can use the table of contents in the description of the video to jump around to various topics. Here's what I'll cover in this video. How to create a crypto wallet that can store your coins. How to buy BNB using a centralized exchange like Binance or Crypto.com. An alternative way to buy BNB using Moonpay. How to use the BNB that's in your crypto wallet to buy Brewlabs. And finally, the rewarding part, how to stake your Brewlabs for that passive income. And I do want to mention that the methods I'm going to be showing here are just one way to accomplish these tasks. There are dozens of ways to create a wallet or to buy BNB. I'm going to primarily be showing you how to do all this using a PC, the Chrome web browser, and the wallet Metamask. I'll be touching on a little bit of using mobile, but to keep things simple, these are the core products I'll be sticking with here. But of course, the concepts can be applied to any device or software. So let's get into it. So I'm now going to go through the process of setting up a wallet, a brand new crypto wallet, and I'm going to be using Metamask. Metamask is a very popular wallet to use for storing your crypto. So right here I'm in the browser of Google Chrome and I'm going to get the Metamask Chrome extension. So I'm going to go to the Chrome Web Store and I am going to search for Metamask. And you want to make sure that you are installing the true Metamask extension and that you're not getting any kind of a fake or scam software that's kind of trying to phish you. This on the Chrome Web Store is the official Metamask version. So I'm clicking Add to Chrome. It downloads the extension file. And now I receive the message, MetaMask has been added to Chrome. So here I now have MetaMask in my Chrome web browser. And I'm going to click the Get Started button. I'm going to choose the option to create a new wallet here. If you have already created a wallet and you want to import it using the secret recovery phrase, you can click that. I'm going to go with creating a new wallet. And I'll just click no thanks at the moment here. And it'll ask you to create a password. Do note that this password you're creating is going to be locally only for the MetaMask software on your computer. This password that you're creating is actually not going to have anything to do with your crypto wallet. This is just for accessing MetaMask itself. Okay, so I've created a new password for my MetaMask wallet. And now it's going to explain to me, if you choose to watch this video, you'll learn about securing your wallet. And here's the secret recovery phrase. Now it's important for you to know that the secret recovery phrase for your wallet should be kept super, super secret and super, super secure. So never do what I'm doing here. I'm just sharing this secret recovery phrase for demonstration purposes. But the smart thing to do is to not store this in any location that is internet connected. This secret recovery phrase is going to give anyone access to this crypto wallet. So I'm going to click the next button because I've stored this down, and I'm going to click to confirm that I have properly recorded my secret recovery phrase. Okay, and I have confirmed that I have my secret recovery phrase recorded correctly. I'll click Done. And now I am in my Metamask wallet in Google Chrome. Now you'll notice up here in the top right the words Ethereum mainnet. Now what this means is that by default Metamask is on the Ethereum mainnet, and so by default it's set up to use the Ethereum blockchain. It needs some custom configuration to show the Binance Smart Chain blockchain. And so to get that information for how to add the Binance Smart Chain blockchain information, I'm just going to simply search for add Binance Smart Chain to Metamask. And I'm going to look for the information to configure the wallet. And this is it right here. I'm going to click Add Network in my Metamask wallet. And the network name is going to be Smart Chain. And the URL is going to be that. And the chain ID is going to be that. And the currency symbol will be BNB. And the block explorer URL is going to be bscscan.com. And so this is configuring Metamask to use the BNB Smart Chain network. And I click Save. And now I can toggle between Ethereum mainnet and Smart Chain. And we now have a brand new, fresh crypto wallet that is totally empty, and it's waiting for us to dump coins or tokens into it. So let's go through how to get those coins. In this case, BNB. Our end goal is to stake Brewlabs and earn passive income. To do that, we need to have Brewlabs. And to get Brewlabs, we need to exchange something else for Brewlabs. In our case, it will be BNB. So that means we need to get BNB. And among the best places to get BNB is a centralized exchange in crypto. That's where you can exchange your fiat for BNB. That's where you can pay money to get BNB. I'm not going to go into all of the detail of setting up a new account on centralized exchanges, but I will just point out a few common centralized exchanges. Coinbase is a very common centralized exchange. With any of these centralized exchanges, interaction and laws are going to vary based on your place of residence. I am United States based, and for the most part, any interaction with a centralized exchange is going to require some kind of identity verification. This may vary based on where you live. Another popular centralized exchange, Kraken. And finally, Binance. And I've already got an account set up with Binance. So this is the account that I'm going to showcase for these demonstration purposes of how to buy BNB and send it to my crypto wallet that I just created. I'm logged into my Binance account right now, and I have some fiat deposited into my account already. You'll need to go through the process of creating an account with your centralized exchange. You can create an account on Binance, and you'll need to go through a process to deposit money into your account. And once you've deposited money into your account, you can purchase any coins that are available on the centralized exchange. So I'm going to go ahead and click Buy Crypto. And I know that I am looking for BNB. And so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click to find the coin that I'm looking for, and I'll search. And I'll say BNB and click it. And I am going to enter in the amount of US dollars that I want to spend to to buy my BNB. I'm going to type into here $100. And this will be how much BNB I'm going to purchase. It'll work out to be about 0.236 BNB. This all looks good to me, so I'm going to click Preview Purchase. It's going to take 50 cents in fees. I'm going to click Confirm Purchase, and that purchase is now in process. I have just purchased 0.236 BNB, $100 worth, thereabouts, of BNB. I click Go to Wallet, and if I click on my BNB asset right here, I can see how much BNB I have here in Binance. So I see my most recent transaction. And now that I have BNB in my centralized exchange, what I want to do is I want to send this BNB to that crypto wallet that I've just created so that my new crypto wallet is no longer empty. And to do that, I will click the Withdraw button here in my BNB asset. This is the withdrawal screen. There is a couple of very important options on this withdrawal screen. Number 1, the network. Number 2, the recipient address. I'll start with number 2. The recipient address is where you are sending this BNB to. What is the destination for this BNB? And of course, what we're going to do is we're going to send it to that wallet that I just created in the previous step. And the other thing to be aware of here is the network. By default, it will say BEP2, and you can drop down and click BEP20. So BEP2 versus BEP20. I want to choose BEP20 to go on the Binance Smart Chain so that I can exchange BNB for tokens on the Binance Smart Chain. And how do I find the recipient address? How do I find the address for my crypto wallet? Well, I'm going to go back to Metamask in my extensions, and I'm clicking up here in the top right, and I'm opening up Metamask. And now that I have my Metamask pop-up open, I want to make sure that I am in the Smart Chain network that we set up earlier, and I'm going to click Copy to Clipboard up here, and I'm copying my wallet address. And I always like to just paste it into the URL bar and take a look at it. You want to make sure that you are copying the correct wallet address, because when you make transactions on the Binance Smart Chain, they are not reversible. You want to make sure you're doing it right the first time. It's typically a good idea to do a small test transaction of, say $5 or something like that, just to confirm that you are doing it right. That'll make you feel better if you mess it up on $5 than if you mess it up on $500. So I know that I am sending my BNB to this address, and I know it is correct. So I'm going to go ahead and type in how much BNB I want to send to this address. If I click max, that will send everything I have in the centralized exchange. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to click 0.2. I'm going to send 0.25 BNB. I'm going to send 0.25 BNB to this address on the BEP20, BEP20, BSC, Binance Smart Chain. Okay, I'm going to click Preview Withdrawal. That's the address I'm sending it to. That's my fee. That's the full withdrawal amount. I'm going to click the Confirm Withdrawal button. And that withdrawal is now done. I have sent BNB from the centralized exchange to my wallet. And here's how I'm going to verify it. I'm going to open Metamask back up. And I'm going to look at my BNB balance, and I see that it's about 0.25. This is precisely what I sent from the centralized exchange to my wallet and Metamask here. And another way to view this transaction is I can view this on the Blockchain Explorer. And I'll do that by clicking these three dots, and I click View Account in Explorer. And what this is going to do is it's going to open up a view of this wallet on the blockchain. This is a blockchain explorer. You can view all of the transactions that have ever happened on the blockchain using this explorer. And right now I'm looking at all of the transactions related to this wallet address. This is the wallet which I most recently created using Metamask in the step earlier. So I see this transaction. This is the transaction that I just did. I just sent from the exchange to this wallet, and I see it on the blockchain, so I know it actually happened. Okay, so what have we done so far? We have set up a brand new crypto wallet. We bought BNB and we sent BNB to that brand new crypto wallet. We have made some good progress, and now we're ready for the fun stuff. We're ready to buy Brewlabs. Let's get to it. So I'm starting on brewlabs.info, and this is the official Brewlabs website. Up in the top, there's a handy dandy button that says buy, and that little number next to it is the current price of Brewlabs. I'm going to click buy, and what pops up is a modal, and I need to connect my wallet to this service. So I'm going to click connect, this button here in the modal, and I'm going to click Metamask. So this is connecting to my wallet, and I'll log into Metamask, and now my wallet is connected to this service, and I can see my wallet address right here. So this is preloaded for me. I'm to swap from BNB here in the top to Brewlabs here at the bottom. So I'm going to enter into here how much BNB I want to exchange. And I'm going to choose 0.05 BNB. I'm going to swap that much BNB for Brewlabs. Now this shows me a straight mathematical swap of how much 0.05 BNB is worth this much Brewlabs. But I'm going to click the swap button, and I'm going to preview this transaction, and it'll show me a little more detail. And now I'm going to talk briefly about taxes and slippage. There's a lot to these concepts, and I'm not going to get into the details, but I'll just share the basics that you need to know. The tax for Brewlabs is 14%, and the slippage needs to be at a minimum exactly what the tax is. Typically the slippage is set higher to allow for price fluctuations and other items on the network that frankly I don't know the details about. But this Flu's trade pop-up has automatically set slippage to 15%. Now that doesn't mean I'm going to be spending 15% on taxes. It just means that the transaction will automatically adjust to a level that will allow my purchase to go through. So like I said, I won't go into too much detail, but that's what you need to know. The Brewlabs taxes are 14%, and you need to set slippage to a minimum of 14%. So if I look further, I'm going to scroll down in this modal. It's showing me my gas price, and gas price is the small amount of BNB that you pay as a gas cost, and this is just a cost of using the BEP20 Binance Smart Chain network. So right now I'm going to click confirm swap, and my transaction is happening, and MetaMask is going to pop up here, and it's going to request that I confirm this transaction. So this is where I can look at this transaction, and if anything doesn't look right, I can click reject. There is no penalty to clicking reject. You can always get to the screen, look at the transaction, and if you decide against it, you can click reject. I'm going to click confirm. And Flu's trade is giving me the information that the transaction is submitted and it's on the way. And I'm going to click view in BSC scan. So this transaction is pending in BSC scan right now. I'll give it just a minute to update. And I just refreshed the page, and here is this transaction. So I can see all of this transaction information that I just did. So the timestamp is 30 seconds ago, and what I can do is see the amount of BNB that went in, and then the amount of Brewlabs that I got. So I put in this much BNB, and I got this much Brewlabs. Now this is all very technical, and if you ask me what all of these mean, I couldn't tell you. But what I do know is that my wallet received 804 Brewlabs, and I'm going to click this link to go back to this screen, and I'm going to click there to go to my wallet. So I'm looking once again, as I did earlier in this video, at a view that's showing me all the transactions for my wallet, and I can see the most recent transaction where I purchased Brewlabs. And if I click BEP20 token transactions right here, it'll show me the BEP20 token transaction for Brewlabs. So I have successfully just purchased 804 Brewlabs from the brewlabs.info homepage. And if I open up Metamask, what I can see is that I have recent activity on FluxTrade, and if I click on assets, I see that my BNB balance has dropped, but I don't see anything else. That's because what I need to do is I need to import my token. So I'm going to click import tokens, and I'm going to look for the Brewlabs contract address. And there's many different ways to get the Brewlabs contract address. The easiest way is just to go to the Brewlabs website homepage and click right here and copy that address. So I'm going to go back into MetaMask, and I'm going to click import tokens, and I'm going to paste that contract address, and the rest auto-populates. Token symbol Brewlabs, token decimal 9, add custom token, and import. And now MetaMask will show me that I have 804 Brewlabs. And now that I've purchased Brewlabs through the Brewlabs homepage, I'm going to show one more method, which is probably the most common method, and that's swapping on PancakeSwap. So PancakeSwap is a DeFi exchange, and this is where you can do a whole lot in the crypto universe. So I'm on pancakeswap.finance. That's the URL for this website, pancakeswap.finance. And I'm going to click on trade. And I'm going to look at this modal over here. And I know that I want to swap BNB for Brewlabs, so I'm going to leave BNB right here. And I'm going to click this to change this token to Brewlabs. And it shows up when I start searching for it. And I click import. And I click I understand, and I click import. And it's important that you are 100% certain that you're importing the right contract address. There is a high potential for scams to happen. So I'm going to click connect wallet, and again, similar to what we did earlier, this is connecting my MetaMask wallet to this service that I'm interacting with. So now that my wallet is connected, I can start the process of exchanging. So once again, I'm going to type in 0.05 BNB, and I'm going to exchange that for Brewlabs. And so now I'll click the swap button, and again, it will show me a little bit more information. And then I'll click confirm swap, and I get an error message on PancakeSwap. It says this transaction will not succeed either due to price movement or fee on transfer. Try increasing your slippage tolerance. And the reason that this happened is I did not set custom slippage. PancakeSwap does not automatically adjust slippage for the taxes. So I need to adjust slippage to allow for Brewlabs 14% taxes. So I'm going to click this gear icon, and I'm going to change my slippage tolerance to 14.5%. And again, Brewlabs taxes are 14%, so slippage needs to be at the minimum 14%. I'll click close, and I'll click swap and confirm swap. And the MetaMask wallet confirmation pops up, and again, there's no penalty to clicking reject. So I can click this reject if I'm not happy with it, but I'm going to proceed and click confirm. And PancakeSwap tells me that my transaction was just submitted. And I can click to add Brewlabs to MetaMask, which is a similar process to what I did earlier. by adding the contract address. And I'm also going to view this transaction on Binance Smart Chain Scan. And again, I can click on my wallet address to view to see a view of all transactions for my wallet. And I see this one that happened 18 seconds ago. And this is all of that information. So this is the PancakeSwap Finance trade, which I just did, which netted me 813 Brewlabs. And if I go to my Metamask wallet, I can see the recent activity, and I can see my assets. I now have 1,617 Brewlabs, and that much remaining BNB. And before I go any further, I want to point out an alternative method of purchasing Brewlabs that does not require going through a centralized exchange. This is an alternative using Moonpay. When you're on the Brewlabs homepage, if you click that handy dandy buy button, you'll see at the bottom of this modal, buy crypto. And it looks like you can buy crypto using Google Pay, Visa, MasterCard, Apple Pay. And that's right, you can. If you click that, you can buy with Moonpay or with Ramp. And these are different services that allow you to buy crypto. I'm going to click Buy with Moonpay. If you're going through this for the first time, it's likely that you're going to have to set up some identity verification. I want to buy BNB, and the amount of USD that I want to spend, I'll say 100. And it's going to show me the BNB price, and that's the current market price of BNB, and how much BNB I'll get, and what the fees are. If I click View Fees, it shows me the fees, going to be as low as $4.09. Do note that the fees with Moonpay are a good bit higher than using a centralized exchange like Binance. The Binance fees are about 50 cents versus the $4 of Moonpay. So I'll click Continue, and I'll fill out some information about who I am, and Moonpay is going to have me submit some identity verification for me to make this purchase happen. Now, I'm not going to go through that process right now, but you can go through that process with Moonpay. But what's going to happen is you're going to get BNB purchased through Moonpay deposited into your wallet. And once you have that BNB in your wallet, you can use that to purchase Brewlabs. So now that we have all of our Brewlabs, what comes next is to take them and put them in the Brewlabs staking pools. So I'm on the Brewlabs homepage, again brewlabs.info. In the top navigation menu, I click on Earn, and I click on Staking. And here we are on the Brewlabs staking page. I'll go through a few key points about this staking page overall. This is where all of the Brewlabs hosted staking pools can be found. This page started with just a core selection of staking pools and has since expanded dramatically. The number of staking pools on the Brewlabs site continues to increase, and after you stake your Brewlabs, you may want to explore other projects for passive income potential. On top of that, most Brewlabs staking pools are Certic certified, as you can see by the badge. First, you want to make sure that you're on the right network. This page offers staking pools in multiple blockchains, currently Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum. Your wallet and the page must be in sync. So look for the network indicator at the top of the page. For Brewlabs, you want it to say BSC. If you wanted to switch to the Ethereum network, you could click that here. And Metamask is acknowledging the switch to Ethereum. And I've just switched to the Ethereum network, and I can see the Ethereum staking pools. Now I'm going to switch back to the Binance Smart Chain network. Note that if you're using a different wallet or a different device, you will need to know how to change the network for what you're using. Now there's currently two ways to view all of the staking pools. There's a table view and a card view. This is the table view. And this is the card view, and I'm clicking these little icons right here to switch that view. I prefer the card view, it's just a personal preference. So let's look at the Brewlabs pools in a little bit more depth. Each of these pools are going to be differing in lock duration, deposit fee, and withdrawal fee. A common question asked about these pools is, which one is the best one to put my Brewlabs into? Well, there's no one right answer to that. The best one is whichever one is right for you. So here's how they differ. The first one, and this is the very first one here on the left, the first pool is the flexible pool. This has a deposit fee of 2% and no lock duration. That means that you can take your Brewlabs out anytime you want. The next pool has a lock duration of 30 days, has 0 deposit fee, and a 0.3% withdrawal fee. That means that once you put your Brewlabs in there, it is not possible to remove them until the 30-day timer is up. They are in that pool for however long the lock duration is. And the next pool is a 90-day lock duration pool and a withdrawal fee of 0.1%. And the fourth Brewlabs staking pool has a lock duration of 180 days and a 0 deposit and a 0 withdrawal fee. And you'll also notice that the APR differs on these pools. The APR is going to fluctuate based on certain market conditions, such as how many participants there are in the pool and other factors. And that APR will change over time. And after you've made your decision about which pool to go with, here's how you do it. First, connect your wallet, similar to the steps we've done earlier in this video. And then your wallet is connected. And now you need to do an enable transaction for any staking pool that you want to use. So I'm going to go with this flexible staking pool. And that means I need to enable this pool with my wallet. So I'm going to click this enable button and the Metamask pop-up will come up and it will show me the information. So this enable transaction does have a small fee associated with it. You'll see that this is about 9 cents of a fee. And this is because some gas needs to be used to put this onto the blockchain. So I'm going to click confirm. And now I receive the notification that the contract is enabled and I can stake in the Brewlabs pool, and the button has changed to stake. So now I'm going to click stake to stake my Brewlabs. So this modal pops up, which allows me to choose how much Brewlabs I want to stake in the pool. I can click 50% for half of my Brewlabs, or I can choose the slider to choose a custom percentage, or just go all the way to 100%. And as you're considering what you want to do with your Brewlabs, you can look at this annual return on interest calculator, and you can click on that and do various calculations with this calculator. I'm not going to go into the details of using this right now, but just know that you can explore that further. So I'm going to stake all of my Brewlabs, which is this many, 1617, and I'm going to click the confirm button, and the Metamask pop-up will ask me to review this information, and it looks good to me, and I'm going to go ahead and click the confirm button. And there we go. I've received the confirmation that my Brewlabs funds have been staked in the pool. And I can see in this pool that I've chosen, I see the Brewlabs staked, shows me all the Brewlabs that I have staked. And then the other information I'll review here shortly. It shows you Brewlabs earned and BUSD reflected. This is going to reflect to show you how much Brewlabs you've earned on interest and how much BUSD has been reflected based on those Brewlabs. And to demonstrate those concepts a little further, I'm switching to a different wallet where I have Brewlabs staked, and I'm on this same staking pool page, and I'm going to toggle to show me only the pools in which I have tokens staked. And you can see I have around 470,000 Brewlabs staked in this pool. And the Brewlabs earned section shows me how many Brewlabs I have earned based on interest since the last time I hit the compound button. And the BUSD reflected shows me how much BUSD I have earned based on overall Brewlabs volume since the last time I hit the compound or harvest button. And if I want to compound the Brewlabs that I have earned and take advantage of compound interest, I can click this compound button. And of course, Metamask is going to prompt me. This is a transaction that has a little bit of a gas fee. And I'm going to click the confirm button. And it's going to take those Brewlabs that I have earned, and it's going to put them back into my pool. Now, this is not going to affect the lock duration in any way. This is going to retain the same lock duration, and it's just going to put those 2,000 Brewlabs that I just compounded, and it added them to the total number of Brewlabs staked right here. Now, for the BUSD reflections, you have an option of compounding or harvesting. Compounding will do a similar thing. It will take this BUSD and it will purchase Brewlabs and it will deposit it into the staking pool, and it will not affect the lock duration. The harvest is going to take this BUSD and it's going to put it into my wallet. I'm not going to click that at this moment, but you have those options of compounding your BUSD reflections or harvesting them out into your wallet. Do note that if you add more Brewlabs to this staking pool, if you click this plus button and added a new amount of Brewlabs, that new amount of Brewlabs is going to have its own lock duration. So if I made a new deposit of 100,000 Brewlabs, that new deposit of 100,000 Brewlabs would have its own lock duration of 180 days.
And that should be enough to get you started buying Brewlabs and staking Brewlabs. I know I went through a lot, but truly I've hardly even scratched the surface. If you want to learn more about Brewlabs, join their social media. I've included a link in the video description, as well as some other resources that could be helpful in your crypto journey. Thanks for watching, and good luck.